Oh yeah.
You just sent me a picture. It's really.
That's not gonna be any good. All right. I think we're getting that. All right, there we go.
We're on.
We're on. We're actually. Oh, we're not on. I'll fix that. On YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
Yeah, we will be here. So we're getting ready to watch the 450 mains from Phoenix or Glendale. It's the same thing to me. And I'm here with, I'm trying to do something, so it's, right now we're private, and I don't know how to undo that.
Private on YouTube.
Yeah, so nobody's able to see it. How do I?
Advanced settings.
Where is that?
On the bottom right there, on that block. I'll just go on there.
There we go. Alright, now we should be actually live. If it works. It's weird watching this screen. What's going on?
You just see your desktop?
No, this is how I do it, but I don't normally try to change stuff during the, I just realized that it wasn't live. So anyway, I got Adam Cousino. We'll get us back to the screen. And Shawn Connor's here. There we go. And they are doing their technicians on the Monster Jam tour.
Technicians, official term, right?
Yeah, I'm going to send some pictures there and we'll post them up for your guys' toys.
This is the first time we've actually had officials with a job tour.
Yeah.
You were official athletes before.
I never got treated.
No, I don't think they ever called us official.
No. Official agents.
How about the Roxon thing?
I'm pretty bummed. I mean, as I think everybody was super excited to see him. For one, get on the Honda, and two, he was riding so well at the end of 2016. I was just really looking for someone to contend with Dungey, give him an ass whooping. So I'm sick of seeing how boring Dungey is. I love the Dungey. You can't hate him, but he's just so boring to watch ride. I was pumped to see the excitement.
Isn't it weird how, like, you're like, I want someone, like, let's say Kevin Windham. You want Kevin Windham to win. But if Kevin Windham started winning every week, you'd be like, you're this fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know? It's why do we always want to root for the underdog?
I don't know. You want excitement. Like, if it was, like, two people back to back, and even if the same guy, I don't know, yeah, you still want the other one to win.
It's kind of how all the seasons seem to start. You've got a couple guys, you're like, yeah, it should be good if everyone stays healthy. So, you know.
It's kind of funny if you relate it to ball sports, though. Like, you never really root for the other person in ball sports because you're so dedicated to
your team,
right?
Yeah.
It's weird, huh? In moto, you have a favorite rider, but you still want to see a good race.
But you're still probably more of a brand guy because you ride a certain brand. So we're probably more brand loyal than we are rider loyal.
I think I'm just such a fan of the actual sport. I just want to see.
Yeah, good competition.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about the Monster Jam triple thing.
Hey, we have an official cheers.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
yeah. We were on tour together for, I don't even know, a couple years, 3, 4, 5 years. So.
Yeah, we were riding together.
Some awesome years.
I started just doing cheers deals. So
I remember Shawn come out of the hills of Vermont.
right.
Sorry, mountains.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they're
right.
bigger
It's in
than
New
hills.
Jersey hills, in the
I
Vermont
know.
mountains.
Yeah. So where do you live now?
I live in Montreal. When I moved to China for a freestyle contract, I met my wife over there. She was an athlete in the same show. She's from Canada. We moved up there and made
How about
babies.
that?
How about that? Yeah, but it's French. It's French Canadian.
He jumped the border.
Yeah, he went the other way.
He went the wrong way.
You actually left.
Bonjour, monsieur. Comment ça va?
Do you know French now?
Je parle français un peu. I speak a little bit of French.
He made that.
Yeah.
I didn't make it up. I went to school for a while.
After you realized you were going to move there?
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
And
So, just so you know, that was Juliana Daniels I was saying what's up to. So, she's holding the 30.
I'm
The
sure she
second
knew
board.
you said what's up.
I know, she could feel it. I followed her before she was Miss Supercross because she was the
you guys
Atlanta
go,
Hawks
you guys go
cheerleader.
way back.
ah,
So they just turned 0 and they're about to start the race. If you want to watch
Tomac.
the race at the same time as
July.
us.
Tomac had the good qualifier. He was number 1 seed.
oh, he's looking coming
No, I
in the
thought
first corner.
Baggett was.
Well, he had good qualifier, but I mean the heat race. He must have.
Oh,
Dundee's
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
third.
Yeah, damn.
You better run away with it 'cause he's gonna get tired like the
So-
5th lap.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I hope not. I hope he.
Sealy.
That's the thing with Robinson, right? Say he may make it back for like some of the outdoors, but he's not going to be in shape.
No.
You know, he can't be. So
Especially the level that he was at. Because
yeah,
they're so.
well, the level all these guys are at. You
Yeah.
know, that's a long time of being in fairly good shape to get.
Look at
into
Millsap
ridiculous
getting right
shape.
in there.
Yo,
Oh,
Millsap
buddy.
has been doing
Ooh,
good
on
this
the
year.
field.
I'm pumped. How
Yeah.
about what's your guess on what was in his locker?
Probably something like.
They said it wasn't performance enhancing.
No, I think it was. Oh yeah, so you call it Stewart was on Adderall performance enhancement?
See now the problem that they had with the Stewart deal, what I heard is that people will take Adderall to cover up drugs in their system.
Huh.
So they say that people
Ooh, there's Ricky.
not like steroids or whatever.
Okay.
They'll take
HGH
that.
or something.
Yeah, exactly. They'll take that to cover up the markers of some kind of performance enhancer. And the fact that he didn't tell them he was taking it when if he has a prescription, it's total fine reason. That's why he got in trouble. So that
And I
effectively.
want to bring up a point. No one knows this but my wife because we're sitting there drinking a beer, watching that Supercross, and he won.
Is that
Whatever
Malcolm?
year that was, he won. And I was like, I hit my wife on the arm. I was like, motherfucker, he's on Adderall. I saw his pupils were like huge, and I called him out by the end of the season. Bingo, he was. I only know because I maybe tried it.
Dude, one time,
I could drive to Alaska.
dude, Ed Rossi found Adderall in the back of a crushed car one time,
Oh, God.
and he's like, he goes, it's not
Yes,
even
that
that
is
strong. So we took a whole bunch, and then none of us.
Oh, Stewart.
Stewart just got
Who
30.
just run Brayton or something? Just
No,
run Stewart off the
Millsap.
track. Oh, was it
Millsap
Millsap?
tried to lean in on him, though.
Oh, he did.
He leaned out on him. So we took so much, none of us slept, and then like at about 3 o'clock, I'm like, I'm starting to get tired, and they go, well, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I'm gonna fucking take another one and keep this train rolling. What am I gonna do? Fall asleep for showtime? So I just took more and stayed up through that show, and then went to sleep that night. And as I remember, I did pretty good in the show because I was focused.
Yeah, super.
I was focused.
Saw the W win.
That's right.
It
I
is
think I was the only one
performance.
doing backflips at the time, so I was gonna win that show.
I want
Cheater
practice. Man, I'm kind of bummed Malcolm just got a little dirtied right there. I was really pumped for him.
That was
interested to
kinda
see
his
it.
fault, though.
What's the deal here? Why would James wait until friggin' like
He's gotta be
halfway
waiting
through the
for something.
season or something?
Yeah,
Like,
he's gotta have
what is
something
the
cooking.
deal?
Wouldn't think it would be funding. Maybe it's the ride situation, but I don't know.
Still think he'd be out here even on his own bike, if, you know.
But it's the transportation is such a big part.
Why didn't he?
I
Why
Get a
isn't?
sprinter van.
Oh, he was basically like ride 365. You don't have deep enough pockets, son.
Yeah, right. But I heard that rumor of him and his brother traveling around in a sprinter, and I was like, man, that is such a good
That would be awesome.
right there.
Yeah,
Like two
but that's hard
brothers.
to believe. They would at least
But
have
think
like
about
one of
the
those
storyline.
semi.
Think about the storyline: two brothers battling in the top 10 of pro motocross race.
Come on.
Just traveling in a sprint.
They would have at least a big motorhome or something.
But it's not as cool as the fucking van. And the hell of sprinters, I think they look like lunchbox on the wheels. Sorry, Austin.
Listen, I think that they look horrible too, but I'm really interested in getting one now because
Brody
they're
has
so
a nice
tall.
one.
Yeah. You can have your bike in there. You
It's
can
like
have
Rich
a
Burns is.
yeah.
Rich
Oh,
is really
damn.
set up
Yeah.
now.
That thing
Yeah,
is
the
He
new
even got
one
a
he
full
got.
peg toothbrush holder.
Yeah,
Oh,
Did you
yeah?
see that edition?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
it's one of his latest additions, the toothbrush.
Yeah. He's got a foot peg bolt to the side and holds his toothbrushes in it. I think he's been launching a little bit too much of my heart. That's where he got me.
Stealing ideas?
No,
Yeah, so
I've never done that. That was all him. That was him. I'm just
what
joking.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Where's Reed at in fifth?
Reedy's up there. Oh, it was Brayton. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Who punted him?
Yeah. Who run into
Where did
Malcolm's down to 19th. But
where
Albertson
did
doesn't know
Millsap
what
go?
class he wants to ride. They run 250s one
Yeah.
year and 450s another year.
well, he rode 250s like the first race, and now he's back on a 450. I thought.
Just look at the list of names, though. It's
Yeah, the entire
It's
main
ridiculous.
is fucking people that you know.
I can't believe
Albertson
Weimer got a
won.
ride and like Malcolm did.
Millsap.
Weimer hasn't done anything since 250.
Mooskins in
True,
10th.
but I guess Malcolm's unproven on a 450.
Unproven. He's raced a few 450s and has proved to be like a better rider.
I mean, you would have to imagine he would be anyway with as big as he is. How tall is he? And how tall is James? Is he like
I
a full
think
like
he's
6
taller.
inches taller?
Definitely taller than James.
Oh, he's a monster.
That's so funny.
Is
Is
trying to think. Pike not
I'm
racing?
not a fan of the tunnel jumps. Just for the
Weston?
record.
I don't see
as
his
far as
name
I know,
anywhere.
he is.
He probably punched Freezy in the face.
Maybe, maybe he didn't make the name.
So, what do you think about the DQ last weekend with Anderson and Freezy?
I think it's crazy that Freezy runs into everybody and then everybody else gets fined and stuff. I mean, I don't think he.
I think that was harsh last week.
Yeah, it was a little hard.
I think there should have
Because
been
now he's
maybe
back
a
to
penalty.
9th in the points. He was like third or
He
something.
was. Third or fourth. No, third after Benji's Mox's. I think that maybe put him like last gate pick or something. Like
Yeah.
give him a penalty, but
Yeah.
don't DQ him.
Yeah, seems a
Like
little bit.
last gate pick is a pretty rough enough penalty.
Did you see
Sure.
the after stuff, though, when they were driving back into the tunnel?
Yeah,
That's where it came
the
from.
mechanic
He hit him in the
stiff-armed
back
him.
of the
The
head.
mechanic stiff-armed him, though, and then knocked him into the...
Based the hell of an ending on that 250 race, huh? Y'all watch this 250 race?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
saw the
just
very
got
end
the-
of it.
Did McElroy have to keep it or?
Yeah, no.
Hill
No,
got him?
Hill got him.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, until Mac finally, huh?
He's up there.
Damn, Reed.
14,
Well, he is 14
seconds.
up.
Wow. Well, he's got to run. He's going to get tired.
He's still got 12 minutes.
Plus one. Or,
That's 2, didn't it?
Plus 2. 12 plus 2. Where's Webb at?
Okay,
yeah,
question.
Webb had it.
Yeah.
How do you
Nine.
think the freestyle snowcross X Games is going to go? Best trick. Hope everyone lands everything they're going.
Didn't they already
They did
do it?
today.
Did they do best trick, or was
Yeah.
it just freestyle?
Oh, I don't know.
It was just freestyle today, I thought. I think best trick is Sunday, maybe?
I seen somebody's doing a double flip.
Heath and Colton, I think.
Yeah.
No, was it?
Ooh, that
he
dude's
was-
charging? Who's
And,
that? Oh, that's
uh,
Dungy. Okay, where was he?
He was hanging out with the back markers.
Oh, he just passed Reed for third.
Yeah.
Oh!
Dungy's
Awesome,
not
Reed.
having any of that.
Well, if these guys are watching with us, who's going to think we all said it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna release it as just audio too. So,
Okay, that'll be fun.
just so you know,
Put some beats behind it.
Dungy and Reed were just going back and forth. Dungy got him. Reed come back, tried to
Shut
go
the
the
door.
yeah,
He
Try to
didn't
push
get
a little high.
didn't get it. He came in hot.
No, boy.
Now
So,
Dungy's pulling over.
have you ridden at all?
I rode once or twice this past summer. Like, I don't need it really that much.
You don't need it.
Like, you know what I mean when I say that. Like,
I don't feel
If
like
I-
I'm gonna lose my mind if I ride.
I rode, and I think I'm just tired of riding tracks. I'm tired of riding motor or freestyle, where like I'm at a level where when I do ride, it's kind of high and risky, and I'm just sick of riding either super fast and pushing myself, or with tricks. It's kind of the same thing. I just want to ride for fun and do silly little stuff and just play on my bike. I don't
See,
want.
that's how I was feeling on tracks. I was having fun racing.
Like, if I went to a couple local races, it might be alright. But I don't want to do that. I just want to go in the woods and play. Like, I'm really thinking about getting a 300XC or something like that. Just like a strictly woods bike and just going and playing in the woods.
Don't do it.
Don't tell me what to
Do it.
do. Yeah, but I've ridden a couple
Saturday.
tracks, and I'm just kind of over it.
It's because you
I
haven't been
don't-
riding
I
with
don't-
the old crew.
I don't miss it. I'm happy.
Is he convincing me or himself?
Himself. I missed the hell out of it. I'm buying a new bike in the spring.
No, I'm saying how I honestly feel.
I believe you. That's good. I'm
Like,
super torn.
I'm so happy with my decision. I think I did it at the right time, and I'm just
That is stopping.
stopping
Shows.
riding freestyle.
I would like to hit
Professional.
ramps again just for fun.
I don't even want to.
Well,
I'm like,
I just want to get on a bike and ride.
yeah, I want to ride tracks and stuff. I'm not really. I don't want to ride ramps.
Like Shawn said, we used to have so much fun going out back to the house in the woods and just doing for a trail ride.
Blake,
Just
this is
got
Adam
a
and Clint.
seal.
Oh yeah.
We're doing like a
Nice to meet you.
podcast right now for one of Clint's websites.
We're just talking about supercross and what these guys been doing and all that stuff.
We used to
Clint's a
ride
fellow
freestyle shows together.
Okay. He's done these monster truck shows for
Forever. I was one of the first like 5 guys that ride monster jams doing freestyle.
Reedy just went back in there and got him.
They know. Ooh, he jumped over the
Yeah,
inside.
he ends
on
up
it.
in the second? Hell yeah, but there's
Damn.
still 16 seconds
Wow, he
behind.
did gap him pretty good. That's impressive.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for Reed.
At least he's showing.
Now
He's still got it.
Dungy's losing time because he's messing with
It
Reed.
always takes Reed a couple rounds to get going.
His groove back.
Oh.
He's old man, he's got to get his groove back. I'm just joking, dude. You're younger than I am. Somebody that I know from home was like a couple years ago. He'd gotten like 2/3 and a second or something. He's like, Reed should just retire. And I'm like, yeah, what an asshole. 2/3 and a second. Like, what are you
Right.
doing out there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
wasting your time.
Yeah, tons of people would love to get a, you know,
A chance to
15.
even not
Then that-
qualify.
yeah.
Anybody see how Matt Biden did?
I didn't.
Oh, no.
Did
I know
you?
he was the fastest qualifier. But that's all I saw.
Awesome.
Really?
I could check
Yeah,
his
first
Instagram.
time in the truck. Fastest
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I
Buddy
think,
Matt.
yeah,
Buddy driving monster jams.
good.
That's pretty awesome.
By 10?
I mean, if he keeps doing that stuff, he'll probably stay driving monster trucks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, that better roll cage. I've done broken
With age
bones.
comes a cage, they say.
Over it.
Okay, let's see if he can take this. Something like if I'm talking about Tomac right now, he's riding like everybody's expected him to ride. Let's see if he
This is
can
what
keep
he's
it
getting
going.
paid from Cali
Well,
to
I'm
do,
pretty
yeah.
sure he's still pulling away. He's 18 seconds now. He's got everybody's number tonight.
But do you think he's having a good night, or you think he's gonna get some consistency out of
well,
this? Maybe they found a
I
different
think we're
setting.
missing the man.
I mean,
Missing
maybe
some
it's
rockets.
setting. Maybe
Yeah.
it's he finally is,
Clean the sand out of his bag.
yeah, and like has now come reconciled with it mentally and can handle. You know what I mean? Because mental stuff makes your arms pump up, thinking too much, and that'll kill you as much as.
You could see that was what happened in the first round. It just looked good and then also just
Yeah,
faded.
yeah,
Fell right off.
yeah.
Reedy's on point.
I told this story before about I was in a arena cross and I was in in my heat race, I was in second for like 4 laps. And I was holding somebody off behind me. I never looked back or anything. Finally, I bobbled and they got inside of me. It was a big number 2 on like Cumberland Factory Kawasaki of Jeremy Buell. And I was like, I was going to Jeremy Buell for like 4 laps. My forearms up. And that was it. I couldn't use levers or anything. I didn't jump like half of the rhythm sections. Dude, I didn't even qualify. Like 4 people passed me that lap. Like, I seriously, I just lost control of my hands. And it was all because
0 to 0.
I don't know what to do
and
with
I was
my
totally
hands.
fine until I saw who it was, and that was it. Just turned on the acid.
What do you have for a bike right now?
I have
Like
a
13?
I have a 13 CRF 450. I have a 09 CRF 450, 07 YZ 250, 06 YZ 250.
Holy moly, Batman. What
Well,
I'd like to do is find one of those 06s or like around that year,
yeah.
2-stroke, and like do it up real nice.
Yeah.
Like find one that someone is really like kind of abused. And,
Okay. Yeah.
and
I
then
found
like
one.
Yeah, I got
restored
it.
I
and
found
made
an
it
old
pretty.
KX 250 the other day, but it was missing half the bike.
That's the 07 I
But it
got.
was,
That's the one that tried to kill me.
I think all of them have tried to
I don't
kill
think
us.
you want to jump it.
No. Turn Moto or Woods.
Yeah, it's
Is it up here?
Frenchie's old bike. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Joe
Yeah.
Stevens, Australian.
Yeah. They shut off
Frenchie
on me.
1 or 2.
No, Frenchie
Frenchie
2.
two.
Oh, it's not the original.
Not Birch. Joe.
Fuck you, Frenchie.
American Joe.
American Joe.
And now he's Australian Joe.
Yeah.
He's back down under.
He switched accents in like a week. It takes him 1 week to acclimate to any fucking accent anywhere.
He's there. Been there his whole life.
Sure. Oh, there's
Yeah.
Webb. What's
Yeah,
Webb
yeah.
made it up to?
One time I took him to, I think it was like New
8th?
Year's.
He's only moved up 1 position. He
New
started
Year's
in
party.
9th.
Yeah.
Webb. Oh, he's
Yeah.
still in 9th.
Alright, there you
But
go.
look at Musquin's having a
Yeah, he's
night
having
too.
a bad night.
Dang.
Oh, yeah, I'm liking the groups.
I guess so.
Good
Ooh.
chat.
So we were
Oh,
at
Musquin
some
don't want
party
nothing
for
to do
like
with that.
New Year's, I think.
Yep.
And Joe was with me, and there was some dude talking to everybody, telling them he was from England. So then Joe goes, "This guy's got a fake fucking accent," and I was like, "What?" He goes, "That's not it." He goes, "Listen to his accent," and he started telling me like, "This sounds wrong, that sounds wrong." So he goes over and he goes, "Hey mate, where are you from or whatever?" And he goes, "Oh, whatever, London or something." And he goes, "I'm from, Londonderry too. Like, what part?" And he goes, "Oh, the northern part." And he's like, "You wouldn't answer somebody like that if you lived in the same area. If you met somebody across the world and you were like,
I'm from this town. I'm
Yeah.
from there.
yeah, exactly."
His dad's like a
Big
gold
Do you know
brother.
this scone shop? I do too.
Yeah.
Still
How about what he's done?
Oh, I'm so pumped for him.
Dude,
Mad-
killing it.
Check it out. Was it Mad Sports?
Yeah, Mad.
MAD.
MAD,
Training
Motocross
and stuff.
Athlete Development is what it stands for.
Yeah.
It's in Australia. It's training. He trains like some of the best amateurs and I guess
It's a
new
pretty
pros
high
and stuff
level,
like
yeah,
that.
like
Ripping.
common pros.
Absolutely ripping.
From Australia, but he also does training camps.
He was originally from England. He came here for a little while, hung out with us. and
Did the
then
freestyle tour with
Did
us.
the freestyle stuff with us. I watched him crash that bike that I own. Like he had it for like a day.
I
We
watched
went
some
to
woodpecker to
Durham town.
whiskey dick at the dirt course in Oklahoma.
Were you there when he first got that bike? And we went out in the back to ride like those cliffs. And you go at Durham
Didn't he throw
town.
it right off the
Yeah,
one?
so you go up this cliff
Landed
and
in
you
the
land.
trees?
No, well, the top of it was only like 10 feet.
Oh, I know.
And then it dropped back off the other
Kenny's
side.
Hills, they call it.
Yo,
Yeah.
I popped up to the top and I turned around and I was like, and he looks at me, he's like, like mad, like get out of the way. So, okay.
I
So I
got
pull out of the way, yeah. And he jumps and lands like right before the other side.
Oh,
Right down, the fucking disappears like 30 feet down. I look down and like the bike's upside down. He's fucking,
OJ. That's something you gotta be perfect on right there. But he's done really well for himself. Pumped for him.
yeah, for sure.
They've got some pretty good partners over there, which is kind of ironic. Like his main sponsor, his last name is also Stevens. Because Stevens
Yeah,
motorcycle shop.
that's true. I didn't think of that.
So I'm like, what? He has a bike shop too.
Yeah.
Just got a minute left.
1 minute left.
Tomac is a
Tomac's.
minute.
Oh shit. 12 seconds. So they've been
catching.
Reed. Oh, and Reed's still in second. Did Reed gap?
Reed got
He went
Dungy
back
pretty
over
good.
Dungy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Reed got Dungy instantly.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Kept up with that
3
game.
seconds.
But again, Dungy is
I haven't
third.
seen any of that.
That's real risky how he's wheeling out of that. Like, it's a real good spot to stall.
You don't know.
I do know.
You
I played MX ATV on Leash.
That's
Remember
true.
him in
That's
Daytona?
true.
He would just wheelie the whoops every time. It was
Yeah.
fun.
We were out. I went the last 2 years for ATV SX.
Yeah.
I was
60
there watching
miles
him
an
wheel that
hour.
thing. It was insane.
The dude in the side by side came to keep up with him doing a wheelie through the
Right,
whoops. He's
right.
the camera guy.
We ever had a downtown? A little rider was out there rocking Myers on like a Cobra 50.
I don't think so.
There's a rider, good family that was out there, and he was just like 4 or 5 when we met him. We had him jumping ramps at 30 feet on his 5th birthday on a Cobra, doing heel clickers and nap mats.
Oh,
Now he
yeah.
has factory support from Suzuki, running Superman.
Sick.
Keep your eye out
Needless to
for
say,
him.
he's
Number 411
pretty
on
good.
Suzuki.
He's alright.
He
He's
trains
ripped.
everywhere. Where's he? Carmichael's and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's doing the Suzuki stuff, so he gets invited to Carmichael's.
The goat farm.
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy.
He's not a bad person.
No, he
to,
was in Georgia
sure
somewhere or something.
Who,
He's got a ex-pro rider.
Walker?
Yeah.
Matt Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Walker's training.
Yeah, he's got a couple of good tracks. He owns
Yeah.
Eshikoni. He has another one, the
They practice in
MX
Texas
Compound
a lot,
or
I
some
think.
shit like that.
Anderson 10. Man, the Baker
Final lap.
Baker team's having a rough weekend.
Who's the Baker team?
Finally.
Well, I mean, Musko and Dungy and Anderson. Baker training.
Yeah.
Where's Malcolm?
He got
He's out?
freaking pushed out by
No, I don't think
Brayton.
he's out.
He's not out, but he got dirty real bad.
He was in like 4th or something right off the bat.
He got
and
second
then,
in the heat race.
Brayton fucking
He got second.
Plowed
in the
him.
race.
elbowed
Well,
him, like just
didn't
like
even-
stood
yeah,
him up.
stood him up, and there was just a tough block right there, and that's
Right.
the
Nowhere
end
to
of
go.
I just
So
wanted to do
Eli-
good.
Look at
Eli
Reed. Reed
won.
got it.
Good for
Reed
him.
second.
Reed
That's what I'm
second.
talking
Sick
about.
for
Dungy's
Reed.
third.
I'll take that. That's confidence.
Tomac, Reed, Dungy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, they go.
got some tricks.
Training buddies.
Uh-oh.
I think
Next, oh shit,
like
Muskie
Tomac
comes
said,
out,
that's
shuts
the hardest
Anderson
track of the year.
down.
That's where he shines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Later,
there you go.
bruh. He said,
Starting to get more technical too.
how do you say bye-bye in French?
Adios.
And we lost what? 3
That's,
riders?
Bye-bye.
that's Mexican.
I don't know.
Adios, turd.
Au revoir.
Yeah, who all got hurt? Pike broke his wrist today.
Oh, was it Pike? Yeah, that's what I was
Mm.
wondering.
And 2
What
others.
happened to Grant? Grant, fucking OJ.
I guess that case must have
Yeah.
took him out. I don't know. There was 2 other people that got hurt today that I can't remember.
Like when Grant's crashed, it was weird. He didn't even like look panicked.
I thought he
about
was
it. Just
fine.
hit
Yeah.
and fucking bounced off.
Good for Tomac. I'm pumped for him.
Yep.
I
I hope he
thought
keeps
that
it
he
going.
was going to come back and just start smashing everybody, and then it's taking him a little longer to.
This is the Tomac that everyone knows he can do.
So we're
Right.
This is what
expecting.
people want
Yeah,
to see.
this is what they're expecting.
And for him to not,
Greedy.
Reed's gear always
Hell
looks on
yeah.
point.
Right?
That's Shift too, isn't it? Or Fox?
No, he went to Fox,
Huh?
yeah,
which is weird, but
Same owners.
yeah,
How that
yeah,
works.
it's the same thing. But it's more prestigious to be on the Fox label than,
so doing
That's what makes
freestyle, man,
shit
you never
cooler.
tried chasing a seat at Monster Jam?
huh?
Doing freestyle, you never tried chasing a seat at Monster Jam while you're in?
Did you test?
So I had like a falling. No, fuck no. No real talk to me because I had an issue with the dude that books all the freestyle. So I'm kind of out of loop on this shit.
Yeah, one bad.
I didn't call that guy.
No. Well, you never know. I mean, I'd like to. I know some independent truck guys, and I guess it's probably just the fact that I haven't gone and just driven.
Right.
Like the dude that owns Equalizer, I know them really good. He's told me come down and drive it in the field or whatever.
Right.
And I've talked to two other people briefly about it. I think the same thing, like you said, I need to get in there and
That's
probably
right.
drive something.
Dude, my AT background, that's all it was for me. And then I got the test, and I'm on now.
Yeah.
Waiting for next year.
Problem is,
Which one are you going to be on? They're going to start a South Tour next year. So they'll be in North, South, East, and West. And hopefully me and Kara will be on the South Tour together. They're split us up real well.
That'd be sweet though if you get the same tour.
what do
Yeah.
you drive? Are you
I
driving
won't know
something?
until probably December or November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to go back. I did the university this year, and then I'm going. They flying me around for like recovery and backup for this year because they didn't start the South Tour, so they wanted to. And just getting some seat time, which is good with me because it gives me a little more seat time and before they just stick me out there. So.
Yeah.
His wife is Caleb Flood, the one that drives the
Oh, okay,
Florida.
okay. Cool.
Tomac almost didn't grab back on those bars before they landed after his fist bump.
God, that would have been such a bummer.
Whammy!
Wham!
That's two pump cats right there.
Yeah.
Knock
Now,
yourself out.
where'd you finish? Second? I was in first. Did you see me?
Hello?
No, nobody saw you, Tomac.
Hello?
I didn't know you were in
I
this
thought
race.
I was in first.
I didn't know you were racing.
Do I need to come down and open the door?
I thought I was in the lead. To tell you the truth, I didn't see anything.
Things that happened with Stewart, man, James.
Dude, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
But,
downtown next to the arena.
I don't know. Like, why would you wait till like 4
Agreed.
races in
Okay,
to
how
try
long?
and
It
come
almost
back in?
seems to me like I know he
Oh, you're
kind of
here.
burned his roots with Honda.
Okay.
I was in
you wanna
Honda
come to the
shoes,
front
knowing
door?
the guy ain't got a ride. Look, we're not gonna pay you, but we'll give you a bike and we'll supply you a
Give you your
factory bike
stuff.
at every race.
Mosquito.
Yeah.
They did that to him once
How
before
much
with Suzuki,
do you need?
before he actually signed with Suzuki.
You have
Oh, really?
Who did he ride before Suzuki?
Oh, look at this. Now they're advertising monster trucks. Who goes to these things?
I'll tell you how much it is.
Monster trucks.
Monster trucks.
Never heard of
Stop
them.
for jams.
Never heard
No.
of
Go get some food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think a lot
pretty
of
pumped to
I
come
know
back in.
Jason. I
Get
thought
back on tour and just wrench and do stuff.
Right.
Riding was fun, but man, you sit at home long enough after doing the road thing forever.
Right.
And you want it back. You just get stir crazy at home. You're just like, man.
I
When you know what it's like on the other side of the fence, or you're like,
Yeah.
behind behind the scenes thing.
is that it,
It's
or
fun.
is it that you're not the type you rode dirt bikes because you're not the type of person to be at a 9 to 5? You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
which one affected which?
Yeah.
Is it because you did it, or did you do that because?
Well, it's like as soon as I got out of high school, I had the regular jobs and stuff like that, and was content with that. But then got to go ride and meet all. That was the coolest part. Being able to travel everywhere, getting paid to go places,
Right.
and
The best part.
getting to meet so many people and go to so many places that you only see. A lot of people you never even get to know.
And getting like just a little bit of like special treatment.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but you can get into some places.
Yeah.
And,
Take advantage of it.
get to hang out. Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I'm at this year.
I did. You shot it.
Nobody locked the
Who shot it?
toolbox.
Did you shot it? Oh.
So where are you from?
Oh, New Jersey.
Houston.
Yeah, New
Oh, you're
Jersey.
from, okay, makes sense. That's why you're here. It's close
Yeah.
by.
Well, so I moved away, and then I ended up breaking my leg real bad this year, so I just came back up.
I hear that. I'm done. Broke my leg like 3 times. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
It's all half. My whole right leg metal.
Oh, yeah. I kept alternating legs.
Really?
Tip on this one.
I got lucky. My left one's good besides my ankle, but
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
run back over? I just got food. So I'll eat fast and go over, or whatever. This has to be done. Nobody else has keys.
Used to what? The toolbox.
Toolbox.
Oh. Oh, the toolbox is locked and people need to get in it?
No, we need the lock.
Oh, so nobody gets in it. So Dungy's interview, what did he say? He's like, yeah, man, it was a pretty good night. My bike, my KTM was working well.
It's a good building. We can build off of this.
We
you
can
just said the
build.
same thing you just said.
My KTM Red Bull Fox Racing 450 really was putting power to the ground.
Good story for you. Our media trainer, Nona Lee, that does all of our media for this. She's doing all of them now. Ryan Dunsey, Roxanne, Reed. She was telling us a story. I went to Seattle 2 weeks ago as a recovery driver, and she was telling me a story. She went to Reed's house to train him for interviews, and they're trying to make supercross as big as they can. Well, Reed was cocky and on chat, Reed, blah blah blah. She looked him straight in the face and she goes, "You know what? I didn't even know who the hell you were before I started working with Bell. You're not a household name. I know who Peyton Manning is. My job is to make you Peyton Manning."
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's a slap in the face," in chat.
Yeah.
Because I'm big dog. And she's like, "Look, a mom at home don't have a clue who Chad Reed is."
No, and that's what it is. All that stuff's relative. People would ask me, "Are you famous?" I don't know if you're a 13-year-old kid that watches freestyle on the internet. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
But if you're not, then no, you have no idea. And you
The
shouldn't.
most famous nobody you've ever met.
Yeah. You shouldn't have any idea who I am. If you don't follow this stuff.
Rumor is, man, now that circus is closing down, they're investing all that money in Monster Jam.
That's what they just said. Somebody else just said they're shutting the entire circus down.
Yep. Monster Jam paid for the circus this year because they went under. Like, it was negative.
Wow.
They didn't make money. They lost money. So Monster Jam supported it, which is why they cut it.
Probably because there's no more animals in it. People are like, we don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, and not just that. People are getting so soft nowadays. You're hormone there.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it live?
Yeah, but there's nobody watching it, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh,
All right.
we got UFC
We'll
fight.
return later.
2014, so he was running his business more professionally, and he actually stood up for us and went to Feld. They brought in so much lime the next day, the dirt guys. They
Yeah.
made that landing hard. It's like we shouldn't have gone to that extent of me sending John pictures saying I'm afraid to ride here for him to do that.
Yeah.
The company should have known it was too soft for freestyle.
Yeah. So I don't know if my audio was on before. I think it was recording before. We're doing video for sure. I'm new at all this.
Gotta learn somehow.
We should at least see where the fuck it's filming at, huh? It's just me.
You guys want mozzarella sticks?
Take a mozzarella stick.
Cold.
That's fine. Yeah, I've ridden some shit that was no good. And I've jumped because I didn't want to have an argument with them over you didn't do a flip or whatever, you're not going to get paid.
Because it's very rare that you have a promoter that's on your side.
Right.
It's like looking out for your best interest.
Well, and I did a arena cross with Cousino in Tennessee, and the landing was like catapult landing size. It was probably like 7 feet tall, So you had to like case it to land on. Yeah.
Better takeoff than a landing.
Yeah. So Cossie's bike cuts out on him. He lawn darts right into the back of the
riding those shitty Hondas.
He lawn darts right into the back of the landing. So then we like get him up and out of the way, and I'm like, it was pretty much towards the end of the show, and the promoter goes, "Hey, you don't have to flip it if you don't want to." And I was like, and I just turned and ripped it. I committed to, I'm gonna flip and land like 10 feet past the fucking landing. Like I don't know. I thought I was gonna go long. I'm coming around and I looked, dude, and it was the best landing all night. I landed and I was just like, "See you guys later. I'm out of here." And then I just rode straight off the floor.
That was awesome. Those are those super slow ones where just like the front end catches the downside.
It was so perfect. It was perfect.
The suspension barely moves. Those are the fun ones. That's one. Okay. I said earlier. I said I was like very happy with my decision to stop riding freestyle. The only thing I miss from it is the feeling of That's the only thing. There's no maybe a dead body every now and then, but just the feeling of a nice, slow floating. Such a cool feeling. To feel the bike's rotation.
How about getting into a corner to a rut just perfect, where you can feel your suspension compressed, and the thing is just going. Yeah.
You'd have to go all the way back to 2002 for me to have that memory though, because after that I was just a ram fan.
Dude, that's what I was doing last summer on my fucking my 13 450, railing the shit out of it. I never had a.
Sounds fun until the end of the story.
Yeah, I know. I know. I never had a bike that I got to turn that well because it had the air suspension. And dude,
You liked it?
It was so. I had my 43 pounds or 43 and a half pounds. Dude, I could haul balls in the ruts and it would just stick in the rut. Well, and I said to, I guess it was Adam earlier, the only reason I think that that is because I've never bought like 5 or 6 different spring rates for forks and actually tested it enough to where I got to the point where I was like,
It's very easy to play with.
yeah, I mean, because all you got to do is come in and change it a half pound. You know, a half pound's a lot on the old Honda ones. So they have low pressure ones and high pressure ones,
Okay.
like ones that'll go up to like 200-300 pounds. So those you gotta more poundage obviously affects it. But I got the first generation with like 1 air bladder in it, and they tell you to run like 45 pounds, and I think 43. I could get it to stick in the ruts. Like, seriously crazy. I never had a bike go corner like that. It's awesome. Maybe it was a mojo that Wyndham put on it.
You never
That's
know.
why I could turn like that.
Were you able to do some like really sick transfers?
No, I didn't use it to its fullest potential.
Hey, so let's go back and talk about your beat up 07.
All right.
Where is it?
Uh,
In New Jersey?
Yeah. And you're gonna be driving past a bunch.
I don't know how much you want.
I'll give you a good deal on
I
it.
had a couple CR250s.
You heard it.
I would go to YC250s.
Good deal. I'd rather you have it. I was gonna make it into a bobber, called Dirt Bob.
Okay, maybe you should still.
Called
You're gonna
Dirt
chop
Bob.
the frame?
No, I was gonna leave the frame, but just run the cut
Run
the
fork super
subframe up.
high,
Yeah, run the
Yeah.
forks sticking up. Actually, we had a
Put
whole.
clip-ons on it.
Actually, we had a whole crazy. I shouldn't even put this out. We were gonna do reverse suspension, dual forks in the back, and a Springer front end with a dirt bike shock,
Okay, that's how you're gonna do
and
that.
then cut the exhaust and run the exhaust under it with all dirt
Straight
bike
out the bottom.
plastics. With all dirt bike plastics, but have the so the seat's set way back behind the frame because you no longer have a shock in front of it. So the frame
so you
would come
could
back
drop
and
your-
drop, yeah, and you'd be right behind it, like sit right on top of the back wheel.
And you would put the forks up like straight behind you like a sissy bar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And forward pegs, or run
You have
everything
to have
all
some
dirt.
crazy mounts to hold those forks.
Yeah, you'd have to build your subframe like fucking.
Behind your seat, like the seat.
Yeah, from
like
the
air.
you'd have to do from where the swing arm like goes through, and like from where the linkage, no, from the frame mount, and then from the link where the linkage would have been, and then run it back like that to in order to get it to set to support that. It's awesome.
It's a good vision.
Yeah,
Lots of fabrication.
that's fabrication.
I've got one of those cars that's sitting in there.
Yeah.
CB650.
Yeah, I have a CB 750, 75 CB 500 T.
Yeah.
But it's a bigger piece of shit than I thought. So,
The 500s were pretty popular though.
It's great till you get it home.
What was shitty about it? Really? Rusty tank.
the tank's alright. The front end is bent. I realized they must have run it into something.
Forks?
Yeah.
Maybe let's do a fork conversion from like a jigsaw.
Yeah. And I need something's wrong with my wiring. I have jumped it straight into the starter of them, but I'm not getting any spark. So I've run jumpers straight from the battery into the coil, and I've gotten it to work. So there's somewhere along the line in the wiring, maybe it is a relay. So, but
One nugget thing in front cruising.
there you go. Nugget thing. It's a cheese stick.
The total was like 21. I got the cheese stick, so it's not $10.
Wow. Did I leave the 10 there?
I didn't pick one up.
So you guys work on, we didn't go over this on the thing, you guys work on the side-by-sides?
Yeah, Razors, Polaris Razor 900s, which they call Speedsters because Polaris doesn't sponsor.
Alright, and quads.
Yep.
Because quads sponsor?
They're ATVs.
Couch on wheels? Yeah.
There you go, the titty bar lady.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, 4 of them.
Yep.
Taking about 30 seconds.
Yeah, not
Just walk in,
Yeah,
throw
they're
the
not
floor.
really-
It wouldn't even get you in.
I'll be like,
Hey, did we ever jump here? I was trying to
um,
think about it. Like some parts, like I know we jumped close in New York City because you and J-Ro and everybody went out and got a little wild one night.
Yeah,
Got a really high bill. You
Yeah,
and Cody and
yeah.
Jason.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
is this the
Yeah,
arena
because we were
did?
like, buy a bottle, screw that. We're
You
just
didn't
gonna
tip 'em.
order drinks. Yeah, probably not, because it was like,
$600.
yeah, it was like, I think a piece or something like that. Maybe it was either $300 a piece or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you guys walked out, or you might have paid.
We paid the bill for sure. They weren't letting you out without
Yeah.
paying your bill, but the chicks may not been, our waitress may not gotten a good tip
At all or one at all.
or one at all. This dude's from Atlanta, I believe.
Shit, I didn't even finish my thing.
Yeah, that was Perfect 10 or something like that.
But do you remember what city we were jumping in? Was it
It
East
may have been here.
East Rutherford? Or it was here?
Well, East Rutherford just has the stadium. They don't have an arena.
But not then.
It may have been here.
There's burnout marks in front of the show office. 2 burnout marks from the dirt bike. Like a turnaround mark. I was like, is that from us? Or is that like...
It couldn't have been 10 years ago. There's still a turnaround.
I was thinking it's from Nuka Cowboys or Marvel Universe Live. Maybe it's
Yeah,
Miles Bike.
that's probably more like it.
I don't remember what...
It may have been here. I don't know. I don't remember shit. So I'm really a bad person to ask that.
I remember a lot.
I wish I did.
But I don't... This arena isn't... I can't pinpoint this arena. But like the neighborhood looks familiar because I remember riding around with you guys and you were telling us a story and I think we went to your house like around that time. So we had a close show. That's when I met your dad. My van got stopped across the road from your dad's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
We had you pulled me out with your dad's Jeep Cherokee or something.
I had to bring my Blazer. Was it a Blazer?
Or
Like
maybe it was
black
just a
Blazer?
black passerby. I was pretty sure it was a Jeep Cherokee.
A black vehicle passerby.
What's going on, guys?
Not a black.
You guys just getting done?
We're back early. We went to Wisdom Grove.
Oh, nice.
They're swapping
The
engines.
chicken
over
place
there.
right across the street.
What, the monster truck?
Comes highly
Good
recommended.
engine and
He's watching Supercross and drinking some beers.
Yeah, I heard him say he turned it into an anchor.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys gonna get some
What are
food?
you doing?
You're so nice. Eating? What are you doing? How did you guys get beer? Did you guys go to the liquor store?
Nope. We bottom
Still
up.
feeding you? We have like the smoke blocker.
Well, we got some good shit on here.
Right.
We're gonna clip you. Continue drinking beers.
They're expensive, but
It's weird because when I move my hand, I think it's going in the frame. It's not.
It's not. I tried to move it to get Cousino in better, and it went the other way.
You,
And I
Carl.
was like, it's
Good
weird.
night.
Good night.
All right, what do you want to plug? Sean Connor Designs.
Yeah, Shawn Connor's designs. Ricky Race Fuels and Ducky Duct Tape. And the Citgo station for keeping the octane high and the water level low.
Go buy Motocons.
Yeah, go buy a motor. You know, if they make it for Android, I would have.
Yeah.
I actually, I love
if you
you
tell
so
all
much.
your friends, if you tell all your friends to buy it on the iPhone and make enough money off it, I'll make
Okay,
that
listen to
fucking
this.
other
I liked you and your idea so much. I have an old iPhone that I don't use except for FaceTime my
bought it
dad.
on
I
it?
bought it on that and don't use it.
one. I appreciate that.
I did. It's a true story.
A famous freestyle guy the other day sent me something, like apparently he downloaded it, but it didn't work on his phone. So he just sends me something like, hey, I downloaded your thing, but it didn't work, so now I'm going to use fucking the shitty or emojis or whatever. And so then I was like, what operating service do you have? Like, what happened? And he didn't want to respond anymore. He just
Shit.
wanted to give me shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, well.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah.